Alright, so I think they're dead to this card. They have a stop. Okay, they die. Actually, Leyline Binding's so strong. What's up, Jamers? It's the one Jame, and today we're playing 5-color Domain. One of my friends was playing this, streamer John Ramos MTG, and I'm trying it out today. This has a lot of different cards and a lot of powerful cards, 5 colors, so make sure you strap in and be prepared to play your Bant card on turn 3 and your double black card on turn 4. This has one of my favorite cards, Archangel of Wrath, 4 mana, 3/4, kicker for a black, kicker for a red, flying lifelink. Each time it's kicked, you deal an extra 2 damage to any target, and you do gain the life since this has lifelink. This has the ability to ramp with Azusa's Many Journeys, and Shigeki also has the ability of staying power with Shigeki to grab all of your stuff back from your graveyard and cast them all over again. Herd Migration is a good top end because it makes a lot of 3/3s, and also you can discard it and search for a basic land. So it's mana fixing. It adds lands to your hand, so you don't have to miss those land drops, and also gains a little bit of life if you don't use okay, I don't know what I'm saying here, but it does make a lot of freaking 3/3s, and that's all you need to know. Shanna that's what I meant to say. It gains life for this card. At the end step, you can pay X, and if you do draw X cards, X can be greater than the amount of life you gained this turn. That's what I was going to say. Anyway, Shadow Prophecy is a card I like as well. It looks at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control, and you put 2 of them into your hand, and the rest in your graveyard, you lose 2 life. So it's kind of like a Memory Deluge kind of card, but it's also a 3 mana card. Llanowar Greenwidow is kind of like it's kind of like a Bone Crusher Giant in a way. It's like a 3 mana 4/3, but it's just a lot of value. You get it on the board first, and then you can bring it back at instant speed for only 3 mana in this deck, since you always have 5 basic land types pretty much. And one of the best cards in this deck actually is Leyline Binding. This is a 6 mana enchantment with flash. It costs 1 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control, so it can definitely be a 1 mana instant speed exile target non-land permanent, which is awesome. So that's pretty much the deck. It's in a control shell. We're gonna try to beat our opponents down with Shanna, Llanowar Greenwidow, and try to gain a bunch of card advantage with Sphinx of Clear Skies and things like that. We have a sideboard here because we will be playing this in best of 3, but you can also play this in best of 1 as well. Cut Down, Duress, Disdainful Stroke, Drag to the Bottom, Parasitic Grasp, Terra Sunder, which is an amazing card, Unlicensed Hearts, Sorin the Mirthless, Hullbreaker Horror, and Titan of Industry. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the matches. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more standard content like this from Dominaria United, and also like the video if you want to help this video reach to more people. Thank you very much for that, and it all starts right now. SCG Con Columbus was fun. Nice. Dismal Backwater. Dismal Backwash? Do I want? What color do I want? I guess I'll just get a white. When in doubt, white mana. I maybe could have got a green, so I don't have to pay a life every time I need a green spell. Rona's Vortex, thank you. I'd much rather them do that. Let's see. They missed a land drop. Let's see. That is Infernal Grass to hit the land drop. That's fine. I'm always okay if for them Infernal Grasping Llanowar thing, because I can just bring it back. I think I'm playing Shanna here. No, I'm not playing Shanna. I'll play Shigeki. And then I'll bring the Green Widow back on there in step. Wow, 3 Dismal Blackwaters is too much life gain for me. Guys, life gain is freaking insane. Three mana to bring Green Widow back is busted. By the way, if you're watching this and you have not heard about my podcast yet, type in !podcast in chat where I talk about Pioneer, Explorer, and Standard in Magic the Gathering. So if you like those formats, give me a try. I'll do this. And then this. Just so I can draw more cards. A lot of they've played 4 removal spells so far this game and nothing else. So they probably have a good threat like Sorin or like the 5 mana 5/5 flyer. Podcast is on Spotify. That is a soul transfer. How dare they? I'm just doing this. Like they probably can't. They're probably not playing Spell Pierce. Unless they invoke Despair. Right now. They did not invoke Despair. They discarded Meathook Massacre. I'll play out many journeys. It turns into a 3/3 in a couple turns, so that's fine. Oh no, it's that card again. 5 mana draw 3 is really freaking good. At instant speed. I have the 6/6 here. This is going to turn into a 3/3 later. So I have my threats still going. I have this to get rid of one of their threats. With whatever they try to kill me with. It does feel a little bit better that Hall of the Storm Giants is rotated. Oh crap, they're going to minus. That sucks. They probably honestly have a bunch of cut downs in their hand. 5 mana scrap to 5 and draw 3 in standard that was saw almost no play. It was an instant, and the reason why it didn't see play is because you had to play Snowlands and it was a blue card. And the most efficient way to play Snowlands was black. So you had to play blue-black control, but then you lost out on the consistency of how many Snowlands that you need for Blood on the Snow. So it just turned out to be slightly less consistent of a snow mechanic. And mono black snow is just better. What are the odds that this is a counterspell? Pretty high. Very high. I'm gonna keep Drag to the bottom just in case they have a threat that's Pretty huge. I'm going to discard the cut down. Yeah, Gravenlore is the name of it. That's a meat hook. Can I get a Kami War? Or a Leyline Binding, please? Also, my podcast is on Twitter. At Nuts and Bolts Pod. Dang. Blue block control with 0 threats. Got it. Surprised no one's trying out Academy Lore Master. It's just not that good of a card. Like, your opponent gets to draw another card. Like, why would you ever want your opponent to do that? Oh my goodness. I'm getting destroyed. Oh, that's a card. Don't counter me. Oh my gosh. Crap, man. I guess that's their threat. Well, I get to draw a card, but it gets countered, right? Oh, that's a good card. I don't know why your raids aren't coming through. Maybe you're not typing them right. So I get to double kick this? Ooh, wow. The problem with this is I can't actually use Leyline Binding in the same turn as a double kick. Right? I can't tap in a way that does that? Yes, I can. I can double kick Lily, right? That was really strong. Thank you for the raid, Jub. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming by. Everyone go follow Jub, exclamation point, shout out in the chat for Jub77. I might actually Leyline Binding the Celestis, because that's really annoying. Yeah, I think Braids is a pretty good card. I underrated it. If you listen, you can listen to what I say about Braids on my podcast. I need to get rid of the Celestis. It's just really annoying. Like, we both have good top deck potential, but they top deck cards like Liliana, and I top deck cards like Kami War, so I think I should be in a good spot right now. Okay, that's not it. I like that. Give me some Llanowar Greenwidow. Could just be streamer bad luck. You saw mono black mid won a standard challenge. Oh, nice. Oh, that's Shieldred. Okay, I have found their win con. We didn't know what it was, and now we know. We found their win con. If you know, you know. It's right, we only literally do 1 damage to them because when they draw a card, they gain life. Which is so annoying. Are we ever dragging to the bottom this board? Probably not. I mean, I'm eventually 17 turn clock, I guess. It's a good card, but this doesn't actually draw cards, right? They probably have a counterspell, though. Whoa, they don't. I'm not casting this, right? Because they could have Meat Hook Massacre. Braids into Body Launderer. Vortex it to the deck. I guess now I'm casting Drag to the bottom. I mean, they can't really attack me, but I also can't attack them. Gosh, Drag to the bottom would be so bad. It's so bad right now for me to cast. I think I need to just cast this. Because, like, if they have a sweeper, they have to sweep this. But they also have to deal with this. And they've already gone through, like, 3 Rona's Vortexes and, like, double Infernal Grasp. Liliana doesn't work. They've gone through Soul Transfer already. Like, how many more removal spells can they have, you know? Is Sphinx as good as it looks? We're trying it out. I mean, so far it's been kind of medium. But it is doing something that this deck usually doesn't do. It's just a generically good card. Like, that's another Soul Transfer. That's unfortunate. Wouldn't I get my spider back? Yes, I would get my spider back. Which is probably what I'm going to do now because I can't really afford to. I can't really afford to have this game go on forever, you know? Like, I attacked him so many times in a row with the thing, but Shieldred gained so much life that it just doesn't really matter with the Archangel. Oh, Shigeki, wow. How many can I Shigeki for? Four cards? Oh my goodness. Oh, gosh, this card. It's so annoying. Four cards. Herd Migration, Kami War. Herd Migration, Kami War. Herd Migration. Shadow Prophecy. Get in for 4. All right, so they probably have a sweeper. What's the best card against a sweeper? We get Herd Migration, but then they just sweep. So that it just makes it too easy of a play for them. I think I'm going to Commu-War plus Shadow Prophecy. Deck performing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know me. I love 5-color decks. So, like, yeah, cool. They get rid of that, but then they have to get rid of this Greenwidow somehow. Like, they have infinite cards to get rid of it, but they're kind of forced to, you know? They're going to deck out before us. That's unfortunate that they got to make disappear that, but... Alright, here's where we just make them sweep over and over and over. Alright, so they don't have a sweeper, else they would have let that go through. So we're Gucci, right? No sweeper? They would never counter that if they have a sweeper. Kaido. Interesting. They're just gonna block? They could have infinite counter spells. This Greenwidow's putting in work. I'm paying for this. Like, they could honestly have 2 more make disappears. Like another make disappear. I think I just made them use their entire hand. You want my first match post-stream, I knew it was bad luck. They're gonna, like, go Lily minus, right? Ooh, this dodges cut down. They did go Lily minus. This is frustrating. Can I just draw... That's a card. Honestly, I could just cast Greenwidow. And just not even cast Herd Migration. I'm gonna cast this. They counter it, then I cast Widow. Oh, they have no counter? Alright, so we just attack them for game? How toxic are they? Witness the future? If they play Witness the Future, I'm flipping my table.
Now, what do we have here?
Another Kaido. In before board wipe. They haven't had a board wipe this whole time, so we'll see. The problem is if they have a board wipe, we don't actually kill them with Greenwidow because they're going to gain 5 life.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Oh my goodness, finally. I'll do black because I have the drag to the bottom, which double black. Am I ramping? I think I am. You don't get the Teferi hate? I mean, I don't hate Teferi. I really don't. What am I doing here? I mean, I can race the 3 with the 4, but they probably have Lily in minus. No Lily? Tramway station. I think I'm just hitting 2 land drops here. I don't hate Teferi, I just hate every potential deck that would ever play it. Mood. I have white, blue, black, red, green. Yeah, I do need second black, but I also needed red.
Violence is necessary to set things right. I bring my own army.
That's a Leyline Binding. If I Leyline Binding a 3-2 and I double attack the Sorin, the Sorin automatically dies, right? And then I get to untap my lands, but then do they block the likeness? I probably shouldn't have got the black, but I need the double black for Drag to the Bottom anyway, even though I can't cast Kamiwara yet. You know what I should do, actually? Attack, and then Leyline Binding something to kill Sorin anyway. Because Llanowar Greenwidow has trample. Oh, this is so good for me. So I get to kill everything?
Follow in darkness, then.
We're insane! That's a card. Are you aware of what that does, Shakomako? It times you out of the chat for like a minute. I want them to block this. I want to block the Bank Buster, so I'm always just going to leave this back. Lily, that's a minus. A plus.
Drop it.
I'm gonna attack Lily, they're gonna block it, then I'm gonna Kamiwara Lily. Wait. Shouldn't I just Kamiwara the Bank Buster? Because I can return Binding to my hand and hit the Liliana anyway. If I Common War the creature, I can't kill both because if they have that, if that last card's Infernal Grasp, especially since they just discarded it, then I don't actually get to kill Lily. They can crew the creature as well? Yes, they could. But then they would never do that, right? They would never actually block with their 3 counters Bankbuster.
You won't be outsmarting me.
They had a Lightning Strike, so yeah. Unless they drew Lightning Strike for turn. I don't think they can get rid of Kami War, but... Oh, you know what? They can. No, they can't. They can Invoke Despair here, which will actually suck. Okay, Florian. Good. Am I returning Binding to hand? I kind of want to play Herb Migration this turn, though. I can also discard their last card. I have one less mana than I want, because I can bring back the Binding, then they discard the card. But then I can't play Binding and Herd Migration, and I want to play Herd Migration. I think I bounce... the token. Do they still discard the card if they hit the token in response? Oh no, they don't. Okay, that's bad. Whoops. They don't discard the card if I... Okay, so what I should have done is bounced my Leyline Binding, they discard the card, and then I just don't cast the Binding. But then they would just plus Liliana, I would discard it anyway. If Kami War's text didn't say period, then each opponent, then it would work. I want to make sure I kill Lily through a removal spell. It's unfortunate that Florian has first strike, but what am I gonna do?
I know when I'm not wanted.
Attack them? Well, they have a first striker. I would never attack. I would never attack them with a first striker on board. I would just leave my cards on the board. Hopefully they don't have an answer to this card. I obviously misplayed the second chapter of Kami War, but... Junji. Alright, I need another Kami War for turn. That's not it. If I kill this, they might make me discard a card, and I kind of want them to do that. Discard a card or put a non-dragon from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. Do I have a creature? No. Do they have a creature? Do you have a harvester? I know, but they would have. If I attack them, they keep the Lily, right? Oh wow, this is good. They gave me the drag to the bottom. That's really good for me. Them with the one you held back. If I do that, then they just let the Lily die and block the regardless, I'm losing a 3/3. They would just block the 3/3 heading to their face. Alright, so if I drag to the bottom right now, they actually could Lightning Strike my Okagachi Made Manifest. And that's actually probably really bad for me. I'm just gonna end. I don't care if they attack me. I mean, I guess they could have a sweeper. Dragon's -6/-6? Is it? Oh, it is 6/6. Okay, I didn't know it was +1. Shows you what I know. Lightning strike. Okay, so they kill a 3/3. Lily.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. Sacrifices must be made.
Alright, so I think they're dead to this card. They have a stop. Okay, they die. Gosh, Leyline Binding's so strong. And then Shigeki them all back and cast them, but the games usually don't last that long. This is a really good hand. Okay, how did the hand get even better? Alright, we need a second white for this. Dude, Leyline Binding this or Terrace under it? Probably Terrace under because that's more mana. And I can hold up to Leyline Binding anyway. What's the modal 3-mana blue wizard? Oh, that card. I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you want to exile this? Do I care about that? No, right? Because if I draw one more land, I get to kick the angel. If I draw one more, what's it called? White source. This deck has a lot of, like, incidental go wide potential. Alright, I'm happy we drew this. I kind of want this Disdainful Stroke. But I also want these lands. I'm gonna go for the land and the next Shadow Prophecy. Circling Confinement. Interesting. Alright, I need to draw a land. We did. Pretty good for us. I don't know how they get rid of this. They could have like borrowed time, like a borrowed time-esque type card. I'm not sure if borrowed time's still in the format. I think they're doing this just to get the treasure, so I'm just gonna block. They could have the 4-mana deal 2 thing though. Yep. That's fine. Return a thing. Oh. I can return the Leyline Binding to make them discard a card, and then they get the Circle Confinement back, which does nothing. Do I need more than 6 mana? Yes, right? Because I have Herd Migration and Titan of Industry in my deck. I could, like, draw Duress here. There it is. Let's go. We got him. There's our white mana. If they play Kaido, we're busted. And by busted, I mean broken. Dang, they know Kaido. They didn't counterspell Azusa's. I should probably hold up Stroke, though. It's like, what if they play Sorin? I guess we have Binding. That's definitely a counterspell, right? That's the Urtai Scorn, right? Thran Portal? Oh, I know, Denrial. Don't we all? Sometimes you just have to play the card, though. This is definitely a counterspell. It's okay. Our Zeus's many journeys dodges their counterspell anyway. So they have to deal with that and have a counterspell? Am I going Sorin just to, like, make them counterspell, though? Because, like, they can counter and then play their threat, and then we have Binding, and then we can play Archangel? Actually, we can't play Archangel. Alright, never mind. Exactly as 6. What's up? Good to see ya. That's definitely getting Disdainful Stroke. I hate this card. It grinds my gears. It's only X equals 2, though. But no. Heck no. Ooh. Best card of my deck, Llanowar Greenwidow. How many times can our opponent take likeness to the Secret of the Face, chat? Especially since I can cast Llanowar Greenwidow and I don't care if it gets countered because I can bring it back on their end step. They gotta exile it. But they do play exile removal, so that's annoying. They put that in the deck and not the Greenwidow? What? I'm so confused. Maybe it's because they actually have exile removal. Yeah. Are we playing Sorin? Probably. Am I minusing? If I minus, they go Lily. The problem with drawing is I naturally need to pressure the life total. And they don't have damage-based removal to kill Sorin anyway. They have to, like, bounce Sorin with, like, another Roto's Vortex. Still 2-for-1? I know, but I need to pressure their life total. It's a 2-for-1 anyway, even if they kill the 2-3. Like, they need to die. We're the beatdown. And they could have Meat Hook for 4 next turn. I think I'm just chilling on my 3-3. Aha! Made them use it. Give me a Green Widow. He calls it again! How does he keep doing it? Scorn? Sure. I'll bring it back. Duress? Ow. I cannot believe they brought in Duress against me. I mean, what am I gonna have? I guess I Kami Ward them? Alright, how much removal can they actually play? Alright, bad question, James. Bad question. Every removal. He was hurt by Herb Migration. You're not wrong. Alright, we need to kick this. I love how this doesn't actually... Like, the auto-tapper doesn't realize I'm gonna kick this card. Kick once? No, we kick twice. We're not in this kick once game plan. Cast Flying Siege Rhino. You're not wrong. Kaido. Am I drawing a card here? Probably. We can draw Duress, right? That's a Green Widow. That's a Green Widow. I'm gonna do this now so I don't actually draw a card. Punish for attacking? It's Siege Flyno, thank you very much. Alright, you're banned. Herd Migration. How about as my opponent gets scarred today? Urtali just to block. That can't be good. Oh, it destroys this, doesn't it? This card's so good. Alright, draw a card. It literally just, like, killed my whole board. That's so good. It draws a card and, like, that's good. Alright, Herd Migration. Alright, kill it. If they have Meat Hook for 3, I'm gonna cry. Plus flip my table. Yeah, I drew a card from the Urtai. I drew the second Raffine Tower. No! No, I'm crying! If they win this game, I swear. This card is good. Leyline Binding. Come on, if they cast a stupid draw spell again, I'm gonna... Alright. I can Leyline Binding that. Please, Llanowar Greenwidow, show me the way. Don't remove this. Don't you dare remove this. No! Come on. We can do this. Oh, that's a good card. I feel like if I cast Azusa, they Lily. And then I'm sad. I'm just gonna do it. Cletus? Hearse. That's so bad against Shigeki. Alright, they could just die to Archangel now. Ooh, Herd Migration. Just kidding, they died of that. Or we could just Shigeki in response to their hearse. I think I'm just going to try to kill him. Do not, and I repeat, do not top deck Meat Hook Massacre. Do not, and I repeat. Can I get a one time for the one? Can I get a one time? I'm gonna use my one time right now. We did it. We did it. My one time! God, I hate that deck. We're gonna play our Greenwidow here. It's unfortunate that they had the unlicensed hearse to exile my Greenwidow, but hopefully I get this island down before they can kill it and exile it. Xander, thanks for the follow. They also have that. I guess we can drag to the bottom. Not that it's like good or anything. Drag to the bottom seems like so neg right now. Like negative. I don't want to go like Sorin plus, but they could definitely remove Greenwidow and attack my Sorin to death. Remove Greenwidow, Trespasser attack, exile Widow. That's so bad for me. I think I'm just gonna go Sorin plus. I don't love it, but I think I'm doing it. But I could just Sorin minus. You just like make sure that that play doesn't happen, but say they do have the play, I have to chump anyway. Maybe minusing is the play. I'm gonna minus. Because there's a pretty high likelihood that they just remove Greenwidow, attack, and I kind of want my Sorin to live. Am I trading? I'm gonna trade. Even though they can exile it with Hearse, I think I'm okay with that.
I take no joy.
That was a good draw.
You fight for me now.
I do not want to take 7 life.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Do I actually want another herd migration, though? That's the question. I actually don't, right? Oh, this was kind of bad, right? They can kill my sword now? Oh, no, they can't. This is only a 2/2. That's a cut down. Am I minusing again? Kind of want to minus again just so I don't get, like, Lily minused on. Like, I'm aware that I can get, like... Let's do this. I'm aware I can get, like, cut down and then attacked. But they probably sided out their cut downs, right? I'm not sure why they exiled their own graveyard, because I can actually get stuff back with Kami War, but I guess it doesn't matter. Accruing this? Okay, that's definitely a removal spell, right? Oh my goodness. I was not expecting the crew and then meat hook and then kill this with a 1/1 hearse.
Without me, we're all doomed.
I'm gonna binding this now. So I don't want them to exile my things out of the graveyard to get back with Kami War. Gosh, this card's so good. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, gamers, thanks for hanging out with me. 5-color domain. As always, the list is down in the description. As always, go ahead and check out this video right over here if you want to see more from me in Standard. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Standard. And also, like the video to help this video reach to more people. I would highly appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next time. And as always, peace.